You can see I'm trying to get myself set up here. Okay, I always try not to have the distracting doorknobs in the background. So it's Friday, and normally that would be a day that we would be celebrating and excited for the end of the week. And I need to take a moment because I'm here in Minneapolis and things have been tough in Minneapolis in these last few days. And I want to say the name George Floyd out loud. And if I understood the layers and layers and layers, I would say a lot more names out loud. But for right now, I'm going to let the name George Floyd stand for all the injustices that we've seen in the world, here in Minnesota, and across the world, in terms of racism and bigotry and all the layers and layers and layers of injustice that we've seen. We're not going to solve it all in one day, and we are not going to be able to make it better with laughter. Some days you have to just take a pause and think. We can make ourselves feel a little bit less stressed and a little bit more like taking a breath with laughter. But sometimes, even though I have often said and believe that laughter is something that is appropriate almost in every situation, we have to go gentle with ourselves. And so I just needed to come on and talk about what's going on, even though I really don't have anything to say except that I'm heartbroken and I'm overwhelmed and I'm exhausted and I don't feel like laughing. But I know that we need to laugh. An interesting statistic is that you cannot physiologically be angry and laugh at the same time. And so if I could, at midnight last night or the day before, I would have gone down to the city and I would have tried to get people to laugh with me, because I know that if you can laugh, you can let go of tension and stress and release some of the pent up things that we feel. And how important that is. When you laugh with someone, you feel connected, you break down barriers without language, without thought. It just happens physiologically in your body, and then the connections are made. And so for that reason, I want to hold this space for laughing. And if you feel like laughing, then laugh. And I'm going to get to some, I'm sure. But it's a hard thing to do. And I talked to somebody yesterday who said, I just don't want to know about it. I don't want to read about it. I can't do it anymore. And I said, no, I don't think that's the right approach. Yes, it's stressful. Yes, we have overwhelm and COVID and so many things going on, but we can't not pay attention. We need to pay attention. Whatever it is that's going on in our collective lives impacts our individual lives, and vice versa. And so when you can feel your own pain, you know that you feel better when someone else notices your pain. And it's true for the rest of the world too. When we collectively tune in to what's going on in the world, it helps us tune into ourselves and ask ourselves the difficult questions. I do want to teach you one approach that I used when my kids were little, when they were angry and they didn't know what to do with all that anger. And I think that that is something that is going on in this country and in this city today and across the country, because we know that there have been protests in Pensacola, Florida, in Los Angeles, and other places. If you saw my post earlier, I posted an image of some hearts that were sort of in and out of focus in red. And the quote is, laughter or laugh is a noun. And it's that laughter is evidence of hope. And I really do believe that that's true, because when you send out positive things with laughter, then those positive vibes can can reverberate. So what I taught my kids was when they were angry, if they took all that anger and put it in their fists, just took it from every part of their body and put it in their fists, clenched their fists till their knuckles turned, different colors, and really did that until they exploded. And then that explosion of frustration and anger and tension would become stars. And they had to separate their fingers and make little stars. And then they did it with their arms wide open. And now, with that open chest and open heart, they could, having released the tension, be open to receiving some love. And that became a hug. So I do want to do that. And I encourage you to do that for yourself, because even more than ever, we all need physical touch. We all need to be hugged. And so many people right now are living alone and feeling isolated and feeling scared and don't know what to do. So let's do this together. And if you don't feel like doing it, that's okay. I'm not sure I feel like doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I do have a lot of pent up feelings that I don't know what to do with. And so let's take the anger, and you can close your eyes if you want. Take the anger and the frustration and the unknowing and the impossibility and the horror and terror and injustice of so many things, and just put it in there and feel it. Feel your neck, feel your shoulders, feel your arms, and try to send it to your fists, and then let it go. And really let it go in every part of your body, and try to feel that letting go. And then spread your arms wide. And know that there is good in the world. And the more we can focus on good, the better we will all be. And there has been good in Minneapolis. There is the suspicion or knowledge, I don't know because I'm not down there, that a lot of the unrest is coming from outsiders. And because the community wants to heal and they want to grieve. So let's bring in that big love and know that everybody needs to be recognized for who they are and the gifts they give to the world, and give yourself a big squeeze and recognize yourself and comfort yourself from all the feelings that you're feeling, whether it's just sadness or horror or anger or frustration or uncertainty of not knowing what to do and how to respond to everything that's going on in our world. And then let's do it again. Think of all the things that you're feeling. Put them in there. You can say them out loud if it helps you. Frustration, anger, terror, fear, questioning, unknowing, whatever it is, and let it go. And let it go. And let it go. And find a glimmer of hope somewhere. Look for it and bring it in. And if you smile in your face, it will send endorphins to your brain and it will make you feel better. And do it again. And really feel the comfort and hope that you know that there are people out there that are feeling what you're feeling, and share it with them. Okay. I feel like a little laughter is going to be important, because I think we have to find balance and we can't stay in outrage. And so we're going to do laughter that is, let's do a little bit of Egg Bach. Everything's going to be okay. Be okay. Be okay. I did just read that an hour ago or so, the police officer was arrested, and that's a good step forward. So everything's gonna be okay. Be okay. Be okay. Let's keep hope in our hearts and have a gentle laugh with that. And let the endorphins flood your brain. Let serotonin and dopamine in, because it will start to heal your anger, your frustration, and bring you to a place where you can then think and reflect and move forward. Let's do it again. Let's explore a laughter breath where you breathe in and breathe out, ha. And it can be laughter with tears. That's okay. Breathe in and breathe out. Ha, 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 ha. Keep hope in there. Breathe in. We're looking for joy. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Whew. Okay, I know that if you are watching and you are not in Minneapolis and you're not really tuned in to things going on, or you dropped by to hear real laughter and you've spent 10 minutes hearing lots of other things, sometimes we have to pause. And sometimes we have to recognize what's going on for ourselves in the moment and address that. And I do believe that laughter has a place. I know that in a moment when I switch gears and move into some more vigorous laughter, I want to do this in honor of George Floyd, say his name out loud, in honor of anyone and anything that you have felt strongly about that has caused you pain or injustice or frustration or anger or hurt. Let's acknowledge that. And now let's decide as a choice that we want to feel better in this moment and find our own joyful moment. It doesn't mean we will not address the issues and come back and fight for what's right. And each of us will do that in our own time and in our own way. So acknowledge where you are feeling, where you are sitting, hold space for that. And if you would like, I'm inviting you to join me in some more real laughter. And I do want to acknowledge Narav and Stephen and Kathy and Kat for joining today, and anyone else who's here, and Lori. I appreciate so much seeing you, and I hope that you will find laughter. So let's first just go to the little guy. Who is this? Oh my God. All right, it's you again. You're not going to stop until I start giggling with you. All right. That's what he wanted. Hey, he wants to know. Yay, they're happy because I'm happy. They're feeling joy because I engaged with them in the moment. And this is something you can do. The tapping will help too. I'm not the scientific type about the tapping, but I know tapping is a real thing and it can help. But just finding that annoyance, finding that thing that's bothering you and learning how to laugh with it, how to laugh through it until you feel those endorphins, you feel that serotonin and dopamine soaring through your body, and it makes you feel better. And I can tell you in my physical body, I already feel better. Okay, I love my self-laugh, because in this moment, I believe that so often when we are lashing out at other people, even in a frustrating moment, even a small frustrating moment, it's because somewhere inside of us, we are hurting. We feel invisible. We feel hurt. We feel unacknowledged. So let's acknowledge ourselves. This is I love myself laugh. I want you to start like this. We have a giggle in each hand. You're giggling at them. They're smiling and giggling at you, and they bounce, and then they multiply till your hands are overflowing. We're going to let them out with great joyous laughter that we're going to send everywhere, and we're going to hope that it reaches all the people everywhere so that they start to feel better too. And then we'll bring it in with a great big laughter hug, and we're going to do it 5 times. Ready? Let's go. Laugh out loud, feel good. Let's do it again. Here's 3. Here comes 4. And 5. Ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. How are you feeling? What can I do today? Let's wash our hands. Let's wash our hands of all of the mess. We're used to washing our hands during WeHa 20. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. We're used to doing that lately because we want to stay safe and keep our hands clean. But we can also use this as a way to cleanse ourselves from bad feelings and bad things, not ignoring them, just washing our hands clean so we can now move forward in a good way. All right, let's wash with chuckles, giggles, and laughter. Ready? Let's go. Get your wrist. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Whew. You know, wouldn't it be great if every time you heard a joke, nobody was offended? Wouldn't it be great if every time somebody had some humor and something was funny, it wasn't at the expense of anyone? Well, the joke tellers have a way to do that. They've written down a bunch of jokes and they all have numbers. Now, these are the best jokes and they know they're really funny. So all they do is say a number. And since we don't know the jokes, we're just going to know it's really funny and then nobody can be offended and we won't be subjected to whether we think it's funny or not. We're going to accept that it's funny and then we're going to laugh at that. And actually, it doesn't matter if it's funny or not. We're going to choose to laugh. All right. So we're going to look at joke number 19. Oh my gosh, I got to remember to tell that to other people. Oh my gosh, but there's also number 28. And today is the 29th, so let's not forget that one. And let's have one more. Let's do number 117. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. We're going to do silent laughter. Sometimes we need to be silent. Sometimes we need to reflect and think and not say anything. And then all those things are stirring around inside us. So we have to let them out. Okay, so let's do silent laughter. We're going to breathe in. We're going to laugh as hard as we can silently. And then we're going to let it out just as much. Ready? Let's go. Let it go. Very good, very good, yay. Very good, very good, yay. Very good, very good, yay. Oh my gosh, that felt good. It feels really good to laugh it out, to laugh through it. I want to think of one other exercise to do that will just end the day. And I think we're going to do laugh with your mouth closed, then have a smile, then have an open smile, then open your mouth. And we'll just do that a few times to just feel the way that laughter feels in your mouth and in your throat and in your body. And see, as you're experiencing this and watching it, if you can learn something about yourself from it so that you could try this exercise again when you need it, just because you want the experience of feeling better and you don't feel like laughing, but you just tried this anyway. All right, it goes like this. more. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Let's take a big deep breath in. And down. Big breath in. And down. Thank you. Thank you so much today for joining me, for thinking with me, for holding space with me and for me while I processed what's going on in the world. I would appreciate your comments. If any of this resonated with you and you want to share it, feel free to do so. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you are experiencing right now, I really, really do hope that you find a way to make yourself feel better so that we can all take the actions that need to be taken under whatever circumstances you are living so that you can live a good, full life and that you can make sure that you line your pockets with laughter. And remember that the more you give away, the more you will receive. Thank you so much. Again, this one is in honor and memory of George Floyd and all the other people that we might want to recognize in this moment. Thanks so much. Bye.